If you guys want to make your own RPG game on Roblox, then you guys have come to the right place. This video is going to cover shops, pawns, crafting, mining, ores, dialogue, and quests. All of that right after the intro. Hey folks, this is here, and today, let's get right into it. So let's start things off with the shop. So yeah, the shop is the first thing we're going to do today, and we'll be using this dark card as an example of the shop, pawn, and crafting. So this guy here will be an example of what to do with all this stuff. So yeah, anyways, let's grab it and let's get right into it. So let's start things off. There's a lot of things you can do here. So so in order for the shop to work, there are two things you need to work with here. You need to work with the item config and the shop config. In the shop menu or in the shop model itself, which can be found in which by the way must have the shop tag on. If you're going on to make your own shop and stuff, you just duplicate this guy and make an NPC and move the guy himself. I mean, it's whatever. So whatever you want to do. So. But anyways, we'll just continue with what we got now. If you guys want to keep one shop or just want to make more shops, and be my guest, it's whatever, up to you. The pawn shop can only have only one pawn shop, because it basically acts as a global pawn shop. But crafting and normal source shops can have multiple. But yeah, anyways, let's hop right into the shop. So for all this to work, you're gonna see something called, it basically acts like the shop from EverSign's RPG KV2. Basically, you have the name, color, close distance, the items, and you also got the dialogues. Dialogues basically shows up every couple seconds, where basically like one of these texts here, one of these pieces of dialogue will show up here. So like, I don't know, like it's saying a lot going on right now. Want some items, and basically after a couple seconds, it will show up with that instead of everything in auto cheap rates. So basically, it's pretty cool. I mean, pretty cool, interesting way to do it. But yeah, anyways, that's that. So I'm gonna show you how to work with the shop and all that stuff. So let's just go ahead and start making a new item real quick. So basically, what you need to do is you need to make a new table, format like this. The item type, which I went into another video on. But in long story short, the item type is basically the folder the items are in. So basically, we're gonna make a tool. So therefore, it's basically gonna be called, the type of item is a tool, and then call it the name. So yeah, so let's go and do that. Call it Dark Heart. And it should work. If not, then we'll just put here and it should work. Except it's not going to work actually, because there's actually a couple other things you need to work with here too. So you also notice that, let's see here, let me check it real quick. Yeah, you'll see something, you get a new error here called item dark heart failed to load since the item can't be sold. Item config.cost is nil. So that's basically what it's trying to say is that you need to go into the tool item config and go into the cost, which is basically this cannot be nil. So basically, if you want it to sell something, if you want to buy it, if you want the item to be bought, you have to put the cost here as something else that we'll just use. So let's say like. Which is simply, so the cost table is formatted like this. This is basically the stat that you will use. For example, gold, kills, XP. You guys all use kills or something like that, so that's cool. Then next up is the number, which is, let's say, I don't know, 166, I guess, because I'm not sure if I'm a little devilish. Then you got the third variable, which apparently looks like it can be multiple times. It can be whatever you want. So say you want it to be true or not, that's whatever, up to you. I'm just going to use what I have behind stored. Apparently it can be bought once, twice, or more than once, so we'll just do true here. So there you have it. Let's go on and just change this to 33 and 66, I guess, because why not? So yeah, that's the dark card for you. And I believe when we get in now, wait, did I do it right? Yeah, let me check. Let me check to make sure. Because sometimes I don't know what I'm doing. Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing, but I do have somewhat of an idea to organize what I'm doing. So, but anyways, let's see here. Gold. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So basically, the cost will be 166, and I believe when we play the game, you'll notice something else will show up here too. Play again, just make sure it works. Yeah, dark heart right here. So if I press this, you'll see what the. Oh, I don't have enough gold for it. Okay, let me give myself some gold real quick, and I'll go ahead and show you that works. Let's figure this out myself. So then, in case you guys want to know how to work with the stats here, you need to get if you guys want to know how to change your stats in Studio, make sure you're on server. Go into player data. You'll see this number. It'll be a different number, and it'll be something called like what is it like Then you go down to stats. That's your user ID, by the way, in case you're wondering. Then you go down to your stats. Change the gold. Let's change it to, I don't know, 166. And yeah, now that's pretty much how it works. Now if we just press this, press 1, boom, we got it. Now if you have a sword that's bought, that can be bought, that can be bought, it's pretty much already sellable because the truth is that when you have a sword that can be bought, the default sell price will be half of the cost. So all that. Oh crap! What did I ruby sword up, bro? All right. So yeah. Now what if you wanted the ruby sword to now what if you want a sword that what if there's a sword that you want to be sold but you don't want it to have but you don't really want it to you don't want to have the sword to be bought, but you do want it to be sold. Well, that's pretty simple to work with here. So what you want to do is go into, let's just use ruby sword as an example. Change the sell. You then go into a item config of what you want to do. This can be armors, items, whatever. Change this. Change this to gold, which is basically the currency that we're using. And let's go with I don't know, 55, I guess. Yeah, 55. Also gonna do that because why not? And we're gonna play it, and we should see it work. And what's this? No, thank you. Yeah, I keep getting invites from people. I'm not sure why, but okay. Oh well. Anyways, there's that. The dark heart, and you see another thing called ruby sword that's able to be sold for 55 gold. However, though, it cannot be bought. So that's a pretty cool thing too. Also, in case you guys want to know, if you guys want to have a specific buy price and a specific sell price, then you can do that as well. Just simply combine the two together and stuff. So yeah. Also, in case you wondering what this area is, that's because I completely forgot to put this guy back onto assets. I kind of was moving this guy for earlier, just to test him out. But yeah, it will work. We'll work with him for another day, in another video. But yeah. But for now, we're just going to work with what we got now. So, let's move on to mining. Let's move on to mining, since mining has also been a bit of a, mining was also a bit asked about too. So, I'm going to go over mining. So, mining is a bit different because, so basically, just think about it as like mobs, except they don't move, and it's more so mob materials they drop. Hard to say, but basically, the mining system includes a pickaxe, which basically is like a sword config, I guess. So basically, sure, it's a pickaxe, and it's basically it doesn't have its own tool type. Instead, it doesn't have its own item type. Instead, it's just a tool, like a dark heart and stuff. Yeah, well, that's meant to be, I guess. So because you see the mob, they kind of have the same health system, except not really. So basically, here's what happens when I click on a mob, when I try attacking with a stone, or try mining a stone. So basically, when I mine a stone, you'll notice that this basically shows up pretty much like any other mob, and you'll basically show up basically the goblins, they basically they have health bars and all that stuff. So but yeah, they basically act like mobs, except they have their own health system. So yeah, it's pretty much something like that, I guess. So pretty cool. And when you do drop them, you'll get a um, you'll basically get for that you'll basically get like what do you call it? You basically get materials, which is a new thing, which is basically a new item type in here. So, like, these materials can be used for crafting. So, let's go back here and you'll see something called iron pickaxe. Iron pickaxe can be crafted with 100 gold, iron, and stone. Pretty simple. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go over that. So, let me just go over that right now. Actually, since you guys kind of want it, since I know some people really do want to know how to work with it. So, but yeah, that's basically how the mining system works. So, I'm gonna go over that right now, actually. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the bronze pickaxe config. It really isn't that different from the actual thing, from the actual like weapon config from the weapons. However, if you want it to be a pickaxe, you just need this. You need to put if you want a sword that actually is a pickaxe, all you need to do is just simply copy this. I think. Let me check just to make sure, just in case I do screw up sometimes. But in theory, it should actually give me. In theory, it should basically. Like in theory, the weapon should like let me check it out real quick. Yeah, because if you think about it, the weapon should work if I'm correct. So let's go ahead and play it and see if it actually works. Let me check. Yeah. So basically, you can just copy this pickaxe thing, duplicate to this, and yeah. But we're just going to do it the easy way and do that instead. And we're just going to copy this and put it into start items just to show you that. That's basically how you make a pickaxe. You're just going to make sure you copy the pickaxe config, the item config, specifically in that pickaxe. And all that stuff. This is not what I was thinking. Where is it? Here it is. So let's go ahead and get a new thing called tool. We're going to go and get a new start item called tool. And we're going to call it the bronze sword pickaxe, because why the hell not? And I believe it should give us a new sword. No, it doesn't. Oh, wait, it does. Bronze sword pickaxe. Oh my god, it was with me. But yeah, basically, you can basically have a sword that is a pickaxe, which, theoretically speaking, so yeah, that's basically it, honestly. So you may be wondering how to actually work. So that's basically how do you make pickaxes, pretty much. So you just need to copy the item config to you just need to copy the item config to that same item config to like that same item config to try and make. So instead of making a pickaxe, copy the bronze pickaxe item config to the pickaxe you're trying to make, and all that stuff. And yeah, now I'm gonna go over how to show. Now I'm gonna show you guys configs in the ores themselves and all that stuff. So. Let's go over the first thing. So the hitbox it acts like a mob, as you can tell with the hitbox, base and mesh part. I'm sure these are needed, but I guess we'll figure it out. Anyways, the ore config, you'll see a couple things now new here. Now you'll see the typical name and level. So this is the required level. So this is the minimum level you can. So basically, I'm guessing that I don't think this is really required, but this is. Basically, this is the level that you need in order to mine that ore. And if you want it to be, and this is the health, the behavior, respawn time, respawn radius. This is basically how far away it'll respawn compared to origin, which is basically where it's at right now. So basically, if I duplicate this, it'll be if I have it set to I don't know, let me actually try something quick. Let me show you guys this thing real quick. This is actually that's actually a cool tip on how to actually figure out how to center things up. But basically, let's say this is origin right here. You're going, and let's say we want it to spawn, I don't know, 50 studs away, or 10 studs away, I guess. 10 studs away. That will basically make it so that the origin, let's say what will happen is that if it dies, it can spawn here or here or here or here. Basically, depending on where you have the radius at, it's basically like the wander radius for mobs, except it's the respawn radius for the usual ores. So yeah, it's pretty cool, I guess so. Now we're gonna go over how to. Now we're next up. Let's go over the drops. Drops are they basically act like mobs. They basically they're not not mobs. Okay, they're basically are like mobs. When you kill them, you get basically two things: you get statistics and item materials. So materials are what it says on tin can. The materials type, I believe. I believe you can't really change that. It can only be materials if I'm correct. I really don't know. I would really have to check. But oh wait, items and I don't know. Actually, I think that might be something else. I don't know. But basically, that's the materials are found here in the items, and you'll see a new item called iron. So let's go ahead and make ourselves a ruby ore, for example. So let's say, for instance, you want a new ruby type of material. So let's copy the iron material and name it ruby, and then we're gonna go into images. No copyright intended. Then we're gonna search up ruby. I believe there should be something. Okay, there it is. Okay, this will work. So copy that and paste it into here. And that'll basically be the icon for the ruby. Level could be whatever you want. And let's go and make it 25. Now, that should probably be it. Now, let's go ahead and make the ruby ore. So the ruby ore will, for that, all you can just simply do is, so this is material that you can use to color it. So let's go ahead and change this to red and make it metal, I guess. I don't know, I don't see why not. And let's go ahead and I believe I get 20. Okay, and also make sure you could rename it to something like ruby ore deposit or something like that. I made that same mistake loads of times in the past with Galrath, and I actually made iron, gold, and bronze ore deposits instead, and that did not go too well, as you can expect. So yeah, anyways, that's that. Now let's go ahead and give it that. I believe that should be it. Also, let me just check something quick. Let's actually change the health for this real quick to 50. Then let's duplicate this. Don't also make sure that it's also named Ruby Ore Deposit in the name itself, except instead of the like the actual model name and apart from the ore config too. So yeah, and then once you're done, I believe when you play, you should be able to actually. You should be able to open it up. You should be able to move this thing around. So yeah. Also, in case you're wondering how do you? Okay, let me check something quick. There's also one thing that I forgot too. Oh yeah, color. This is the color. This is basically the color that you can use to for it to show something. So basically, remember you saw that name tag how it was like sandish brown, I guess you could say, tan. Well, let's say you want it to be red. Well, we made red with that option, and we should see it now right here. Nice. Now let's go ahead and do this real quick. This is not gonna work well, so I'm just gonna. Yeah, let me go ahead and just do this real quick. So, yeah, I'll be right back as soon as I finish this thing up real quick. All right, I'm about pretty close to getting this done, and voila, you got yourself a ruby ore. So yeah, that's basically how you make it. You can see we got the ruby icon right here that we copied from there. We just copied the asset ID and stuff. So pretty cool. So now let's say you wanted to make a ruby pickaxe, and let's say you wanted to know how to craft rubies, or let's say you wanted to use these rubies to craft a ruby sword. That's actually pretty simple. So basically what you're going to do is in any crafting station, go into config, and you'll see a new thing here. I'm kind of jumping all over the place. I really do apologize for that. But basically you got a couple, so basically you got a lot of things here. So I'm just going to go over one and show you guys how all this is done and all that stuff. So basically the smithery acts a bit differently apart from than any of the other things I talked about. So this is different than Orion's RPG kit, so I'm just going to point it out there, but we're just going to go over anyway. But let's get right into it. So to start things off, what you need to do is copy this. Wait, let me check real quick. Yeah, copy this, and we're gonna make a new section called swords, just because it'll just make things a lot better. So call this the ruby sword. Get this. Make sure you need. Will be how much it'll cost for you to craft it. For this, we're just gonna do, I don't know, 128 materials. You're gonna need. Let's do. Since we only have 2 rubies, we're just gonna go ahead and delete this, and we're gonna change the materials to ruby. Wait, did I do it right? No, I did not. Ruby. There we go. Ruby, and you need 2 rubies to craft it. You also need level 5, and you can craft multiple if you want to. And this is the level which is required for you to be crafting, in case you wanted to be a locked area and stuff. I'm not sure why this is available, why this is not available, why you can't really add, why this is only available to, why its options includes it in the crafting station, but not the pawn and the pawn and the shop itself. But hey, it is what it is. So yeah, but basically it's basically the level, the minimum level you can access to. You need to access this to basically access this crafting station. So yeah, and I believe we should be done. Let me just go ahead and play just to make sure. Yeah, I'm gonna need a couple more. I'm gonna actually change my goal real quick, and I'll show you that this should work. If I'm correct. No, you gotta go into BWK storage, player data, your user ID, go to stats gold. We're just gonna change ourselves to 999. That's why we're using it specifically. This is just for testing purposes. So what you want to do is go into your crafting station. You'll see something called a ruby sword. Click on that, and you'll see the recipe. This requires 120 gold and 2 ruby, which we currently have. So in theory, what you do is that if we press 1 and press craft, those rubies will disappear, and we get ourselves a second ruby sword because we already have a ruby sword. So yeah, that's basically how you do the ruby, how you basically craft and all that stuff. So yeah, now we're gonna go over into dialogue and quests, because I think dialogue and quests are kind of important in RPGs, especially when it comes to games if you want lore into your game. So yeah, now for us to work, we're going to have to move some of this. So we're gonna move these goblins a bit, and we're gonna move these goblins a bit and just see what we can do with them, and then I'll show you, and then I'll get started on making the quest. And by the way, if you guys are enjoying this video and you guys want to see more videos like this, then please be sure to subscribe, like and turn on the bell channel. But you also not miss this video, as I might post on this feature. But yeah, apart from that, it's honestly, I gotta say, it's been really nice showing you guys how to make stuff like this, because a lot of people have been having a lot of trouble with making RPG games. And personally, with our ej0w's RPG kit being really hard to work with, I feel like these tutorials might help a bit. I'm not sure if they do help you, but if they do, then that's good. Not then, oh well, at least I tried. So yeah, hey, it is what it is, So, but I mean, we all need help in some cases. And if you guys do need other help apart from that, then please be sure to join our Discord server, which is linked down below, or you can join ej0w's Framework Discord server, which should be linked with his RPG kit, if I'm correct. If not, then I'm not sure, but oh well. Anyways, that's that. So let's go ahead and show you guys how to make those. So let's start off with the dialogue, since dialogue is basically just the quest, but without the quest. So here's how the dialogue works. So this is the name of the dialogue we're going to use. So let's say, for instance, we're going to name this guy the peasant. So basically, this is the name of the mom, the name of the person that you're talking to, which is peasant, which will basically show up when you interact with him. The animation that's basically his animation and nothing else, honestly. So yeah, and the dialogues are instead of it being a choice, you could choose a dialogue. It's instead like it goes for a line. So basically you'll see a continue sign, and it's like he says first when you interact with him, you'll see, hi, I've been hanging around these parts for a while. Then when you press continue, you'll see we'll enjoy your stay. The blacksmith here has great weapons. So yeah, that's basically all about it. So yeah. So, and also let me just do this real quick, just for fun of it. Alright, so by the way, I hope you have a good day. and we'll show you guys how this works. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. So I believe when you interact with him, you should see something. So you should see this. So I have been hanging around with these parts for a while. We'll enjoy your stay. The blacksmith here has great weapons. By the way, I hope you have a good day. So yeah, that's basically the blacksmith, or sorry, the peasant, the dialogue creature. Wow, I just call this guy a fucking creature. I feel so bad. I'm so sorry. But anyways, that's the dialogue. That's the dialogue system. Let's move on to the quest system. The quest system is a bit different actually. So basically, what you need to do is So what happens? So here's what you need to do. So this is a bit different than usual, but I'll bring it to you one step at a time. But basically, what you need to do is it's basically like the usual dialogue system, except a bit more on steroids. But I'll show you a bit more about it. But I guess I'll show you all of this one by one. But basically, we'll start off with the stuff that's new here, the dialogues, the dialogues that are that only depend on if that depend on what your status is. So let's say you already taken a dialogue, you're already taking the quest. It says, then he'll say, it seems like you're taking one of my quests. Come back later. 2 level. That's basically what it says. It says what the name implies. You're basically too low of a level to go to get his quest. And if you have no more quests, then that means you complete on it. Then that means it'll show up what you complete all my quests. Now, unfortunately, there is something. Now, there is something that I will admit there. There is no way to repeat quests in this game. You have to basically delete the whole entire. You basically would have to delete your save in order to take these quests again, which you probably really wouldn't, honestly. So, yeah. But anyway, let's hop right in it. So I'm gonna go over. So let's take off. So it's basically they're basically like different. They're like the usual. It's like the usual Orion's RPG kit quests, except they're a bit more different. So these are the awards, these are the requirements, and these are the objectives. So let's start things off with the rewards. Rewards, this is basically so the awards will act like what's been given to you when you basically the statistics or stats will this is basically all the stats that you'll be given when you complete the quest, and yams you'll also be given when you complete the quest. This is basically this is basically the normal tool give table, except there's a new one amount given. This is not the chance it's dropping, it is the amount given, as you can tell here. Like, just look at the comments, you'll figure out yourself. But yeah. Anyways, let's go into mobs, shall we? Let's go and kill some goblins, because why not? And we'll go from there. Statistics, we're just gonna get rid of these, but basically these are the required. These are the required. These are required. These are basically the required. The required statistics in order for you to complete the quest. Unfortunately, these are not changed stats. Basically, like these are like if you have more than this amount, then you instantly complete that quest. But yeah, anyways, that's the goblin. Now let's go ahead and now the objective is a bit different, but basically what is that it's basically like a function. So basically, like it's like a return. It's basically like a return function, like you've seen in many RPG. Like you've seen in you guys have been aware of this in the whatchamacallit. You may have seen this in spawners, and if you guys were looking around, and any of the other game or any other scripts in this kit. But basically, what you need is we basically are trying to look. So basically, what this is that it's basically looking for an iron sword in a backpack. So basically, attaining the iron sword means that you are basically trying to make sure that you have the iron sword. And if you have the iron sword, then that means you basically have complete that objective, and you're good from there. So let's say you wanted something like, I don't know, so like you're in a position. You can basically say like local position equals player.position, return player.position equals this, or whatever. So yeah, it's pretty cool, I guess. So yeah. And then we're going to move on to the event. And this is the general stuff, the adventure and all that stuff. So yeah, pretty basic. Now I'm gonna go ahead and make another part for this quest, and Actually, yeah. I'm still gonna show you another way. So I'm gonna just make one by itself. So I guess we'll go over it. So let's copy this and let's hop right in it. So let's start things off with the. Okay, so let's gotta start things off with the rewards. The rewards will be 100, and this will be 50, I guess. The tool will be a dark car, I guess, because why not? We're also going to get rid of the cannon instead of the cannon. Probably a little bit too powerful. I'm sorry in advance. And let's say you wanted to kill the goblin leader one time. So make sure it's the name. And by the way, in case you guys wondering, it's the name of the mob and mob config if I'm correct. And yeah, in the statistics, we'll remove that. We'll probably get rid of this too, since it's really not really necessary. Actually, let me actually do this real quick. Let's actually do this. So let's say you want a dark card in your game, or you want a ruby sword. Basically, rename this to ruby sword, and we'll go from there. And it'll basically show up in it when you require the ruby sword. So yeah, hey there. I'm looking for. Well, can you? That. Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, give me a second. I'm still trying to look at this. Alright, so change this to dark heart. Alright, Alright, sorry, I'm still trying to work this out, but basically, yeah, I'm kind of, okay, so that's that. That boss over there. He's been terrorizing us for a while. So yeah, anyways, that's how you do that. Now let's go ahead and play the game and see if it actually works. Actually, yeah, okay. Let me just make sure it actually works real quick before we do anything else. But if not, then we'll check it out. Okay. Yeah, okay. So right now we're currently playing the game. Just seeing what we got here. We believe we got Darren's sword. Yep. So basically, okay. So what you need now is, I believe I'm correct. You'll be given. Let's check. So this is the quest tab. You'll see we got two swords. We got the iron sword and we got the iron sword already. So all we need now is like 25 goblins. So let's start killing some goblins, shall we? So let's go ahead and start killing some goblins with our dark heart, because why not? So let's go ahead and start destroying him. So we're just gonna start killing him a couple more times and we'll go from there. So yeah, this will be fun, I guess you could say. Alright, so yeah. This is gonna take a while. I'm not sure why I put 0.5. I should put the 5 instead. But basically, that's basically how you you'll see as you go up, you'll see the goblins. You'll see the amount of goblins required decreases, or you'll see that function kill. You'll see that that value exchange. So basically, it's the amount of mobs you killed, and all that stuff. So yeah, let's just go ahead and start killing a couple more mobs. I know I really shouldn't have done it that much. I'm not sure why I did much, but yeah. Let's go into here. Start. Okay, so all right. Let's go ahead and do this. Alright, there we go. Alright, yeah, alright. So we currently have 12 goblins left, 13 goblins left. Oh no, we got like... We're getting pretty close, we're halfway there, I think. Yeah, technically, pretty much. So, nice. Hallelujah. Alright, let's go ahead and start copying this guy. Move over here. Alright, we got 10 more left. Yeah, this is a lot more different than I thought. Or this was a lot more harder than I thought, so yeah, so here's a tip for y'all if you guys are gonna plan on making something like this. Don't put it into absurd and don't put an absurd amount of number requirements, like I don't know, like 700 kills or 700, you need to kill 700 goblins or something like that. That's kind of a bit too much, especially for a game that's kind of meant to go with the flow and stuff. So, but yeah, it really depends on the game, but also at the same time, just be really careful, I guess. So yeah, now I just need 5 more kills. All right, 3 more kills. All right, duplicate that. All right, delete that. All right, kill him. Okay, one more, and there you have it. Alright, I believe when you're done, just press check, and you should see another, and that should be it. Also, you should see another error called, Adventure 1 now exists. Please change its name. That's because I actually forgot to change its name to Adventure 2, whatever. But basically, this is gonna be the new. This is the new. So let's basically instead call it Adventure 2 instead, and that's just to make hopefully that'll work. If it does, then that's good. If not, then oh well. But anyways, yeah, there you have it. Nice. All right, works good. Okay, so now that we completed that, you should wait. Did I already complete? Hey there, I was looking if you could sort out that boss over there. He's been terrorized for a while. I'll give you a dark card deal. Yeah. Okay, so that's basically what you need to do. That's basically how you make a quest. So I believe we have a ruby sword. We need to kill a goblin leader. So let's go and start killing a goblin leader, and we should get the quest done, and we should get a new dark heart. So yeah, pretty cool. All you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to let me know. It would mean a lot to show you guys. It would mean a lot if you guys if you guys can tell me how to do and stuff, and if it did help you, let me know. If not, then it's alright, I guess. But still, oh well. Anyways, that's basically it. So let's go ahead and press check, and we got ourselves a second dark heart. And you said you already completed my quest already. Yes, indeed, we got a second dark heart. And then I believe I'm correct, we can also sell these as well. So let's say you want to sell this one, let's sell this one, and boom, you have officially sold it. And yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, I know it's kind of like this was kind of a long episode, but really that's really about it for this video, honestly. I mean, this is basically how you make quests, shops, and mining and also working with ores in the game as well, and also creating pickaxes and all that stuff. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more content like this, then please be sure to subscribe, like, and turn on the bell on the channel. But you also not miss this video, and just know I post in the future. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and this is Big Game 6 now. Peace out.